Have you noticed this new trend that's been quietly taking over the internet? It's these viral horror stories. And get this, they're created entirely by artificial intelligence. It's a method that's super accessible, incredibly powerful, and it's racking up millions of views. So today we're going to break down exactly how it's done.
First, just listen to this line from one of the videos.
But behind me, a cold breath echoed.
That is chilling, right? It sounds so professionally produced, but the truth behind it is way more interesting.
So the real mystery isn't just the spooky story itself. It's how in the world are these incredibly atmospheric videos even made?
Well, the answer is kind of revolutionary. These videos are created without any of the usual gear. We're talking no camera, no microphone, and no studio. It's all done with a really clever combination of AI tools.
And if you're wondering if this strategy actually works, you bet it does. One channel using this exact method has pulled in over 6 million views. So yeah, this isn't just a cool experiment, it's a proven way to build a massive audience from scratch.
So here's the game plan for this explainer. We're going to break down the entire process step by step. We'll start with why this is such a huge opportunity, then walk through crafting the story, generating the voice and the visuals, editing the final video, and then the secret sauce to actually growing your channel.
First things first, let's talk about the why. Why bother with this? Well, this isn't just some random niche. AI-generated horror is a seriously trending category right now. It's got a huge engaged audience and, as we just saw, some major potential to blow up.
All right, let's dive into step one, the script. This is the absolute foundation of the whole video, and it's where we bring in our first AI tool. The entire story, from the initial idea to the final dialogue, is generated using a very specific prompt in ChatGPT.
And the process is so much simpler than you'd think. You start with this powerful master prompt that spits out several different story ideas. You just pick your favorite, tell the AI you want, say, a 30-second story, and boom, it writes the entire script for you, complete with descriptions for each scene. No creative writing degree needed.
Okay, with the script ready, you need a voice to bring those spooky words to life. But you can forget about hiring a voice actor or buying a fancy microphone. The next step is all about generating a professional, atmospheric voiceover with another AI tool.
The specific tool for this job is AI Studio, which is running on Google's Gemini 2.5 Pro model. The process is super straightforward. You just set it to single speaker, paste in the script you got from ChatGPT, and it generates a really high-quality audio file that you can just download. Simple as that. Okay, now we get to the visuals, and this is where the method gets really clever. You see, creating consistent, unique images for the story isn't as simple as typing in one prompt. It's actually a two-phase process that makes sure the visuals perfectly match the story as it unfolds. Phase 1 is all about setting the visual tone. You're going to use ChatGPT again, but this time to create a master prompt for your main character and the setting. You then take that prompt to an AI image generator, and it creates a single high-quality base image that basically defines the entire look and feel of your video.
Now, this creator's workflow uses two different AI models, and for a very good reason. The first model, called Imagen 4, is just for generating that initial stylistic base image. Then, a second model, Nano Banana, takes that base image and refines it, scene by scene. This two-step process is the absolute key to keeping the visuals consistent while the story moves forward. It's brilliant.
So, here's how that second phase works. You take that base image you made and upload it into the Nano Banana model. Then you start feeding it the scene-by-scene image prompts from ChatGPT one by one. This generates a whole sequence of images that tells your story visually. And a great pro tip from the source: generate a few extra variations for each scene so you have more options when you're editing. Okay, so at this point, we have our script, our voiceover, and our whole sequence of still images. The final step is to bring it all together, add some motion, and create that polished final video.
This final stage uses two more tools. First, you use an AI animation tool like Google Flow to turn each of your still images into a short video clip. You just upload an image and give it a simple motion prompt, something like, "This man walking calmly." Once you've got all your animated clips, you import everything into a video editor like CapCut, sync up the clips with the voiceover, and then add some spooky background music to really nail the atmosphere.
So, knowing how to use all these tools is one thing, but the real secret to actually growing a channel with this method, well, it goes way beyond the technical steps.
The single most important piece of advice
it's consistency. The original creator argues that if you are consistently uploading, the platform's algorithm starts to recognize that you're serious, and when it does that, it starts pushing your content out to a much wider audience. The tools are just the vehicle. It's the commitment that's the fuel for growth.
And this is so important to remember. You have to be prepared for your first 10 or maybe even 15 videos to get almost no views. Success here isn't always immediate. You have to push through that initial quiet phase because the growth will come if you just stay consistent.
You know, all of this brings us to a really big question. When literally anyone can produce compelling, high-quality content with just a computer and a few AI prompts, what does that mean for the future of entertainment? Is this just a cool novelty, or are we witnessing the dawn of a completely new era of